This lesson is about finding the surface area of a pyramid using a formula. Now, a pyramid is very similar to a prism, but in a prism we have two bases. In a pyramid, we only have one base. Secondly, in a prism, the sides of it are always rectangles. In a pyramid, the sides are always going to be triangles. All right, so we have a formula for the surface area of a pyramid, and the formula goes 1/2 PL plus big B. So let's talk about these different pieces here. 1/2 PL plus big B. P is still the same P that we know from before. That's the perimeter of the base. L is a new measurement. L is known as the slant height. In other words, it's the height, but going up the side of the object. All right, this is the slant height. I don't know why I just wrote it underneath there, but there you go. All right, I'm going to erase that. And then big B is still the area of the base. All right, so 1/2 PL plus big B. So let's take a look here. I look at this first object. All right, a couple of things I notice: round the answers to the nearest tenth. All right, and as I look at it, I recognize right away that it is a pyramid. So I'm going to write SA equals 1/2 PL plus big B. I recognize that this object has a base, in this case, that is a square. And the reason why I know it's the base is because all the other four sides are triangles. In a pyramid, the sides are always triangles. All right? So I come over and I say, all right, let's figure some of these out. Perimeter now. The perimeter of the base, I know because it's a square, would be 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7, or 28. So I have 1/2 times 28. Now the slant height, if I see one of the sides and a height going up the side, that's what is known as the slant height. So in this case, the slant height is 9.7. All right? Plus big B, let's figure that out off to the side. Go back to the base, it's a square. So I know its base is going to be 7 times 7 or 49. And now I'm ready to go to my handy dandy calculator. All right, I have 1/2. Now on my calculator, instead of typing in 1 divided by 2, I'm just going to type in 0.5. That's the same as 1/2. Times 28 times 9.7 plus 49. And that's going to give me 184.8. I didn't need to round it because it was already ending in the nearest tenth, but I still have to label it, and because it's area, it's going to be feet squared. All right, let's take a look at one more example of this. Now notice this base. This base, it's going to be kind of hard to put in here, but you guys can at least see a little bit. All right. This is definitely a pyramid. So I have surface area is 1/2 PL plus big B. All right. And I notice that that base down there is a triangle. All right. The reason why I chose that triangle to be the base is because in that triangle, I know a few things. Number one, I know all three of the sides. That's going to help me to be able to figure out the perimeter. Secondly, I know the height of that triangle base is 3.5. I'm going to need that to be able to find the area of that triangle. And then this 12.1 in the picture, hopefully you made that connection. You're right, that's the slant height. All right, so here we go. First thing I got to figure out here is P. I know that P is the perimeter of the base. Well, this is kind of easy. I've got 4 plus 4 plus 4, which would be 12. So in my formula, I have 1/2 times 12 times the slant height. Now the slant height again is going to be the height going up the side. That would be 12.1 plus big B. Now big B is the area of that base. The base is a triangle, so in my head I'm thinking base times height divided by 2. I know that the base of the triangle is 4. I know the height of the base of the triangle is 3.5. And then I'm going to divide that by 2. Now, this would be 7. And if you don't believe me, grab a calculator. 4 times 3.5 divided by 2 equals 7. Yes, I am that smart in my own head. All right. So the last thing I'm going to do is go to my handy dandy calculator to figure out the surface area. I have 1/2 or 0.5 times 12 times 12.1, the slant height, plus the area of the base, which in this case is 7, and that gives me 79.6. Again, units, miles in this case, squared. Hopefully this helps. Let me know if you have any questions completing that worksheet.